innovation. To those it's meant for, patients. Want to make healthcare future ready? Check out Indegene.com.
Creativity in healthcare. Technology in medicine. Seriously. We live in a world of personalization. Brands communicate to us when, where, and how we prefer. Why shouldn't we expect the same from healthcare brands? That's where Indegene comes in. It marries creativity and technology with healthcare expertise. So you get the same personalized experience you've come to expect everywhere. Want to make healthcare future ready? Check out Indegene.com.
This is Dr. Reynolds. She just prescribed the right treatment to the right patient at the right time. A lot goes into a treatment decision like this, including Indegene. What does Indegene have to do with it? Everything. From accelerating clinical trials, to complying to regulations, to educating physicians and patients. Indegene is where healthcare and technology meet to make a healthcare provider's next action their best action. Want to make healthcare future ready? Check out Indegene.com.
Healthcare is complex. It's regulated, and it's highly nuanced. That's why life sciences companies seek a partner that understands them and speaks their vocabulary. Indegene is that partner. 20 of the top 20 global biopharma companies trust Indegene. They lean on its healthcare expertise and fit-for-purpose technology, so they can make innovative healthcare available and accessible around the world. Want to make healthcare future ready? Check out Indegene.com.
First, there was a molecule. Then it morphed into data. Soon, it grew into content. And eventually, it led to action. It saved lives and improved its quality. How does it happen? Indegene enables it. From molecule to market, Indegene helped 20 of the top 20 global biopharma companies take their medical innovation to those it's meant for, patients. Want to make healthcare future ready? Check out Indegene.com.
Creativity in healthcare. Technology in medicine. Seriously. We live in a world of personalization. Brands communicate to us when, where, and how we prefer. Why shouldn't we expect the same from healthcare brands? That's where Indegene comes in. It marries creativity and technology with healthcare expertise.
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all to the 27th Annual General Meeting of Indegene Limited. To begin with today's session, I now invite Mr. Manish Gupta, Chairman, Executive Director, and Chief Executive Officer of the company to deliver the welcome address. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Gupta.
Thank you. Namaskaram, and very good evening to all of you. I welcome the members to the 27th Annual General Meeting. We have completed one full year as a listed company. This is our second AGM since the IPO, and it's a special milestone for us. We want to sincerely thank all our shareholders for your continued trust and support. We are committed to growing the company responsibly and creating long-term value for all our shareholders and stakeholders. This meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. We have the requisite quorum present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of the meeting. Participation of shareholders through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by MCA and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. The quorum being present, I call this meeting to order. Before we start the main proceedings of the meetings, I call on the directors and key managerial person who are in person over here and on the video conference to introduce themselves. May I request Dr. Sanjay Parikh to introduce himself? Sanjay.
Thank you, Manish. Good evening. I'm Dr. Sanjay Suresh Parikh. I'm the Executive Director and Executive Vice President of Indegene, joining this meeting from the registered office of the company in Bangalore. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay. May I now request Dr. Rajesh to introduce himself?
Namaste and good evening. This is Dr. Rajesh Bhaskaran Nair. I am a non-executive director of Indegene Limited, and I'm joining today from Yardley, Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Can I now request Jairaj to introduce himself?
Good evening. I'm Jairaj Manohar Purandare, non-executive independent director and chairperson of the audit committee and the stakeholders relationship committee, joining this meeting from Mumbai.
Thank you, Jairaj. Can I now request Ashish to introduce himself?
Good evening. I am Dr. Ashish Gupta. I am a non-executive independent director joining the AGM from Palo Alto, California.
Thank you, Ashish. Can I now introduce? Can I request TVG to introduce himself?
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. You're on mute.
Thank you, Manish. Good evening, everyone. I am Krishnamurthy Venugopala Theneti. I'm a non-executive independent director, and I am the chairperson of the Nominations and Remuneration Committee and the Investment Committee, joining from Boston, US.
Thank you, TVG. May I request Praveen to introduce himself?
Good evening. Namaskara. I am Praveen Rao Udyavara Badya, non-executive independent director. I am joining the meeting from my residence in Bangalore.
Thank you, Praveen. May I request Georgia to introduce herself?
Good evening. This is Dr. Georgia Papa-Thomas. I am the independent executive director of Indegene Limited, and I'm joining the meeting from my office in Madison, New Jersey.
Thank you, Georgia. May I now request Suhas, our Chief Financial Officer, to introduce himself?
Namaskara and good evening, everyone. I'm Suhas Prabhu, Chief Financial Officer, joining from the registered office of the company at Bangalore. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhas. May I now request Srishti to introduce herself?
Thank you, Manish. Good evening, Namaskara. I'm Srishti Ramesh Kaushik, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Indegene Limited. I'm joining the annual general meeting from the registered office in Bangalore.
Thank you, Srishti. Apart from them, we also have key executives and senior management joining from their respective locations. Statutory auditors and secretarial auditors have also joined this meeting. I now request Srishti, Company Secretary, to provide general instructions to shareholders regarding participation in this meeting. Srishti.
Thank you, Manish. Dear shareholders, good evening. I would like to welcome you to the 27th Annual General Meeting of Indegene Limited, held through video conference. I would like to take you through certain points regarding the participation at this meeting. The facility of joining the AGM through video conference or other audio-visual means is being made available for shareholders on a first-come, first-served basis. All shareholders who have joined the meeting are by default placed on mute mode by the host in order to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of this meeting. Once the Q&A session starts, the moderator will announce the name of the shareholders who have registered as speaker shareholders one by one. The speaker shareholder will therefore be unmuted by the host. To start speaking, the shareholder is requested to click the video on button. If the shareholder is not able to join through video for any reason, they can speak through audio mode only. While speaking, we would request the speaker to use earphones so that he or she is clearly audible and minimizes any noise in the background. Also, to ensure that Wi-Fi is not connected to other devices. No other background applications are running, and there is proper lighting so that there is a good audio-video experience. If there is a connectivity problem at the speaker shareholder's end, we would request the next speaker to join. Once the connectivity improves, the speaker shareholder will be called again to speak once the other shareholders who have registered complete their turn. We would like to request the shareholders to limit their queries to 3 minutes. During the AGM, if a shareholder faces any technical issues, he or she may contact the NSDL helpline. Number is mentioned in the notice of the annual general meeting on page 16 and also in the FAQ section on the NSDL website. The Companies Act 2013 provides for electronic voting. Accordingly, the company has provided its shareholders the facility to cast their vote through remote e-voting administered by NSDL. Facility for voting during the meeting is also provided for shareholders present here and who have not voted yet. Shareholders may please go to the voting page of NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote. Mr. Madhavesh K., Practicing Company Secretary, has been appointed as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the votes cast during the meeting through the remote e-voting facility. Since the AGM is being held through video conference or other audio-visual means, and the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening this AGM have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing or seconding of the resolutions. Thank you. Manish, over to you.
Thank you, Srishti. The company has taken all feasible efforts under the current circumstances to enable shareholders to participate through video conference and vote at the AGM. I thank all the shareholders, colleagues on the board, auditors, and management team for joining this meeting. Now, with that, let me jump into the presentation and the discussions. Dear shareholders, on behalf of the Board of Directors of Indegene, I welcome all of you to our second annual general meeting as a listed company. We listed on 13th May 2024 and recently completed our first year as a publicly listed company. I'm grateful to all of you for your trust in us during the IPO and our post-IPO journey. I imagine that while many of you will have been with us from the start of the public journey, some of you might have joined us recently. For them, as a refresher, I would like to start off and talk briefly about Indegene. Can we just move to the next slide? Thanks. Now, Indegene is a very unique and specialized company. We started the company 26 years back with the whole idea of bringing deep healthcare medical expertise together along with technology expertise to solve problems in the healthcare industry. More specifically, the life science industry, in which we jumped in very, very early on. Today, the market recognizes us as a digital-first life science commercialization company. We work with all the world's top 20 pharma companies, many mid-size and smaller pharma companies, and emerging biotech and medical devices companies. Around 95% of our revenues comes from the US and Europe. We help these pharma companies with their business processes, and these are all very medical and commercial business processes. We help them to bring life-saving products from labs to patients more effectively and efficiently. We achieve this through our two pillars, people and technology. From a people perspective, we have close to 5,000 people. Through these 5,000 people we capture and deliver our 26 years of experience to our customers. We have a diverse talent pool of 22 nationalities and also from different backgrounds. We have people from medical background, marketing background, and technologists. Our delivery employees, 4,200 in number, serve our clients through our global operations across 19 countries. Our clients appreciate the value that Indegene provides in running this expertise-driven, complex operational processes for them and supporting them across products, across markets, across the entire value chain, post-approval life cycle of a drug. Our industry Actually, before that, let me talk about the size of this industry. One of the things which makes us very excited is how we are positioned and the very large size of this market. The life science industry is almost 2 trillion, actually 1.9 to be more precise in size. And as you can see on this slide, there are a bunch of things which we are addressing in the whole value chain in life science industry. The spends in each of these areas we are addressing is growing faster than the industry. There are trends which are enabling within those faster growing spends in these spaces a more shift towards the way we do things, which is digital and AI first. And that we believe puts us in a fairly unique position. Now let's talk about technology, right? Going back to our DNA of bringing healthcare, medical expertise along with technology. Before that, a bit of an industry context. Our industry is very unique, and so are its problems. On one hand, the entire humanity looks at this industry to solve big problems by being innovative, by being cutting edge. COVID was an example, and I'm sure all of you would acknowledge the critical role played by our industry during COVID. All of us, as part of this industry, were super proud to be over here. Now, innovation and cutting edge comes at a cost. On one hand, there is this pressure to drive innovation. On the other hand, there's pressure of affordability and access, and rightfully so. These put pressures on what the industry can change and hence reinvest. Technology has always been used to manage these contradictory pulls. AI is a super powerful technology, and if used effectively and responsibly, AI and its all of that, including Gen AI, has the potential not only to help our industry balance some of these contradictory pressures, but catapult this industry into a league where we solve health issues as has never been done before. However, given the very specialized nature of this industry and what is at stake, human life, the nuances of this industry being high and the highly regulated nature makes technology incorporation tough in key business processes like clinical trials, regulatory affairs, medical affairs, sales and marketing, and drug safety. However, that's where Indegene excels. In fact, bringing medical expertise, healthcare expertise, along with technology expertise is the strongest element of our DNA. Indegene has always pushed the frontiers of technology when it comes to introducing solutions to finding applications for the pharma industry. The processes that we help our pharma companies with have been done by the industry for a long period of time, but Indegene is bringing a modern approach to these processes by bringing technology, including AI, to help them do these activities faster, more efficiently, and to drive more effective outcomes. Gen AI is the latest technology in this landscape today, but Indegene's AI journey started much earlier, almost a decade earlier, with the implementation of machine learning, ML, natural language processing across our solutions and services to enhance efficiency, accuracy, and impact. Many of our products and tools have leveraged AI for years. As an example, we have deployed AI in Envisage, our AI-enabled hybrid omnichannel sales and marketing platform, to drive better ROI on our clients' GTM spends, go-to-market spends. Our next adverse event platform uses AI to identify adverse events in communication logs and emails of our clients with physicians and patients. Many of our products leverage AI for pattern detection, summarization, translation, and automated tagging capabilities, helping our domain experts focus on more value-added tasks. The Gen AI evolution has led to an explosion of activity and firms trying to create point solutions. But lacking industry context, these experiments have not yielded desired outcomes. Indegene has adopted a platform-based approach to create end-to-end solutions driven by domain knowledge and deep expertise. Some examples of our Gen AI offerings include a content super app, a unified platform for creation, production, localization, and personalization of commercial content. This is accelerating speed to market while ensuring compliance. Another tool of ours for MLR automation is reimagining the medical legal review process, enabling rapid GenAI powered content, evaluation, adaptation, and approval. Another product for a medical writing platform, a GenAI native solution that automates first draft creation of regulatory documents, boosting quality and efficiency with medical writers focusing on validation and nuances. Analytics from general